Welcome everyone. I think I've got my audio working this time. We are about to play some Final Fantasy Origins on the PlayStation. We are playing it on an actual original PlayStation from an actual Final Fantasy Origins disc. This is no emulation. I'm capturing it directly from my system. I am an absolutely massive Final Fantasy fan. I played the original on the NES dozens, if not hundreds of times, ever since I got it when I was 6 or 7. And I have actually never played any of the remake versions. So I'm going to play Final Fantasy Origins. It was a remake version that came out in 2003. I believe it's a PlayStation port of the WonderSwan Color version of it. And I believe it's the only remake version that maintains the original difficulty level. So let's hope. Let's get going here. There we go. Okay, and on one disc you get both Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy II. I think this is actually the first release of Final Fantasy II, first official English release of Final Fantasy II. The numbering system for the Final Fantasy games is pretty messed up outside of Japan. So in Japan, they had Final Fantasy, and that was released elsewhere and translated into English. They had Final Fantasy II, never released outside of Japan until this version. They had Final Fantasy III, also never released outside of Japan until much later. And then they had Final Fantasy IV. Final Fantasy IV was the first entry for the Super Nintendo, and they did bring that over to other markets, translated into English. But because it was Final Fantasy IV in Japan, but other markets didn't see Final Fantasies 2 or 3, they renamed Final Fantasy for Final Fantasy 2 in other markets. So that's one way the numbering system was mixed up. Then, in Japan, they released Final Fantasy V, which again was not ported to English or released in other markets. Final Fantasy VI comes out in Japan. They did translate it, they brought it across, uh, and they had to call it Final Fantasy III, even though it was 6. They fixed it all when Final Fantasy VII, the first release for the PlayStation, came out. They just decided, you know what, we don't care if other markets haven't gotten all the entries. We're just going to revert to the actual numbering system, and we won't worry about it anymore. So it was only in the PlayStation era that they started porting these older titles uh, to North American and European audiences. So you saw them on the Game Boy Advance, you saw them on the PlayStation, later you saw them on the DS. Uh, Other markets have had all the entries by now in various versions, sometimes more than one. And yeah, that's your history lesson. So I'm going to play Final Fantasy. I have never played a remake version of it. I have only played the original on the NES. So let's see how this goes. We're going to get a little intro movie. All right. So it looks like we're going to go with crystals. The original NES version, there were 4 orbs But later Final Fantasies use crystals as sort of a recurring theme. So it looks like we are going to switch over to crystals for this release instead of orbs. Right, we got a dragon of some kind. No idea what this has to do with the actual plot of Final Fantasy 1, unless they've added a bunch of stuff to it. It could just be a fun intro movie. Maybe. And just so you know, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, these little CG sequences in PlayStation games, especially by Square, they were the height of what computer graphics could do. Okay. We're gonna get our little intro story scrolling thing? Or is it just gonna launch us right into it? Okay, there we go. So you're gonna get the background story, such as it is. Okay, I recognize these places. Hey, Yuski Daddle, how you doing? Not too bad. We're just getting started with some Final Fantasy Origins on the PlayStation. That's good. Neither have I. I was saying earlier that I played the original for the NES many times since I was a kid. But I've never played a remake version, so I'm going to do this one because this is the only remake version that preserves the original difficulty level of the NES version. Everything else makes it easier. The Game Boy Advance version, for example. And all the different iPad and other tablet versions of it. Okay. So we're going to create our party. Oh, I see. We can actually choose the difficulty level. So we're going to go with normal. And I'm going to go with a pretty standard party. I'm not going to go with anything super challenging or weird. Oh, they've renamed the classes. So in the original, Warrior was Fighter, and Monk was Black Belt, I believe. So we definitely want a Warrior. Let's give him a name. Okay, what do we want here? Now should I go with another warrior or should I try a monk? The only problem with having two warriors is there's not enough super great equipment to go around. One will always be sort of lagging behind a little bit. It is a good combo. I'm going to go for a little bit of extra challenge and use the monk. The monk's got a very slow start, but he'll get extra powerful later on. Really good without a weapon. I believe he takes a lot of damage from enemy attacks, though, so we shall see. I am going to name the monk Donnie. And this is actually what we're going to go with. We're going to go with a white mage and a black mage. White mage is going to be... Gerald. And our black mage is going to be... Morty. Sounds good. Okay, well, the music is way different. It's the same theme. So you start off the game with absolutely no equipment whatsoever. Alright, see you later, you skedaddle. So the very first thing we have to do is buy equipment in town. Because we are completely unprepared, our mages don't know any spells, our warriors don't have any equipment. Red mage is versatile. He can learn some black magic and some white magic, and he can also fight a little bit. So he's sort of an all-arounder. But he can't use the most powerful black magic spells, he can't use the most powerful white magic spells, and he can't use the most powerful weapons and armor. He's a good choice if you're going to do a challenge run, like say, a solo run where you start a fight, get 3 of your characters killed, and then never revive them for the rest of the game. And he's also good if you really like magic. Like, a really good party is a warrior and then one of each kind of mage. It's super versatile. Okay. So we're just gonna buy everyone their weapons. And this is a very nice upgrade from the original on the NES. The original on the NES, you actually couldn't tell who could use what equipment. You had this big fold-out chart that you had to consult to see what weapons could be used by what characters. So even this is a nice improvement. We're going to give a staff to him, and a hammer to him. Make sure we equip their weapons. Warrior gets the rapier. Monk gets the nunchucks. Gerald gets a hammer. And Morty gets a staff. Now we need armor. So, chainmail for Thoke. Leather armor for Donnie. And a shirt for both Gerald and Morty. And as you can see, we also have a slot for a shield, a helmet, and gloves. And we've got to buy spells for our mages, because they don't know anything right now. We're definitely going to buy Fire 1. And teach it to Morty. And we'll teach him more once we have more money, but we are just about out. So we're going to teach Cure 1 to Gerald. So now we're all equipped, we can start talking to townspeople. See what they say. Please rescue the princess. Okay. Prophet Lucan left Cornelia, saying he was off to find the crescent moon. Gonna be a long trip, buddy. Bless the crystals. Hi there, handsome. His Majesty believes the Light Warriors will save the princess, as the Prophet Lucan told him. Lots of people talking about Lucan. Seems such a long time has passed since I left the town of Provoca in the east. This is a potion shop. This is probably the clinic, although it has no symbol on it. Yeah, so this is where you'll come if your guys die. Please rescue the princess. Oh, I can run. Nice. Bless the crystals. Oh well, not at all important. I think in the original, when you looked at a well, it would say, you might think there's something to it, but it's just an ordinary well. Cornelia, the city where dreams are woven. Our king is searching for the Light Warriors. Wait, can you be? Please, go see His Majesty at once. Oh, it's gonna zip me right there. Is it true that you are the crystal bearers? Yep, crystals, not orbs. Weird. Prophecy says, when darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. Literally, our only backstory is that we have crystals. I don't really get into that. But your majesty, we have no proof that these 4 are the true light warriors. Surely it is not coincidence that 4 warriors bearing crystals have appeared now. Brave ones, I need your help. Please rescue my daughter, Sarah. Garland, once a knight in His Majesty's service, has abducted Princess Sarah. We have learned that he is in the Temple of Chaos, north of Cornelia. We attempted to rescue the princess, but his powers far surpassed ours. Okay. Perhaps you wish to cross the Northern Strait. The bridge that once spanned it was lost long ago. If you bring my daughter back safely, I will build a new bridge. Counting on you. Okay. It is just as Lucan foretold. Light warriors, I need your help. Garland has abducted my daughter. Please bring her back to me. Bless the crystals. Alright. So now we're going to explore the castle a little bit, I guess. We're on the top floor, if I remember right. We received a report that Garland has fled to the Temple of Chaos, north of Cornelia. So we're going to head there. We're going to head there once we get in a few fights and make sure we're ready for it. Our king is searching for the Light Warriors. Yep. Believe it or not, we are the Light Warriors. The queen has shut herself away in her room out of grief. Let's talk to her. I am Jane, Queen of Cornelia. Please save my daughter. What's going on over here? I want my sis back. Okay. Got 2 princesses. Garland was once an honorable knight. What could have driven him to such hatred? Please rescue the princess. And in the original, there was an invisible guy here. But it looks like he no longer exists. I think it was a bug. There were many, many bugs in the original version. Okay, I gotta get up there. I'm liking that I can run. Or shuffle really fast is what it looks like. Our ancestors sealed weapons away here and left the key in the elven prince's keeping. He was to guard it until the light warriors came. So these will be locked with the mystic key. Yep. So you'll notice as we play this game that it's basically a big giant chain scavenger hunt. Okay, we can leave the castle. Save our game. Not quite sure how to save our game. Memo file. Temporarily to a memo file. Okay. So that's not on the memory card yet. I probably have to sleep at an inn. But let's get in some fights. Hopefully it's a little snappier than the other PlayStation versions of Final Fantasy games from other systems. Because they took forever to load fights. Oh, this is great. This is perfect. So we are going to beat up a bunch of goblins. Sounds good. It's got auto-targeting too, which is nice. In the original, if you ordered 2 guys to attack an enemy, and the first guy killed that enemy, the second guy would uselessly attack that enemy's corpse instead of deciding on a new enemy to fight. It was very annoying. You had to plan out who you were going to attack based on how much damage you thought everyone was going to do. Oh, wolf. Okay. Yikes. I don't think you could run into a wolf here in the original. We're just going to use Cure on Morty here. Bonk. More money. Yeah, all we're doing is gaining some experience. Unless you were doing a speed run, you generally wanted to be level 3 before you fought Garland. So we're going to get up to level 3. Just by walking back and forth and looking for fights. Just gonna grind away here. let's use some magic. Pow. Great animations. No one else is having any luck. So you may have already noticed this, but the order of your party members makes a difference. The guy at the top is going to get attacked roughly half the time. Guy at the bottom is going to be attacked roughly 25, or the guy next is attacked roughly 25% of the time, and I think the last two, the remainder is split between them. So you want to put your weaker guys down toward the bottom. Enemy strikes first, not good. Better leave Morty alone. As you can see, the top two in the party tend to take the brunt of most of it. Okay, we gotta level up. Which means we can visit an inn, get all those hit points recovered, because we have a much higher maximum now. Ooh, lots of fights. They know we're trying to get back to safety. And we'll stop in at the inn. Oh, we got lots of people in here. Oh no. These must be the tutorial guys. No, I don't want to do any of the tutorials. I know how to play. I do want to stay in the inn. FF3 is definitely my favorite as well. For sure. But the original on the NES has a special place in my heart, which is why I'm playing this remake. This is the first time I played any version other than the original on the NES. You know, 7 is enjoyable, but I find it's very overrated. In terms of the PlayStation ones, I really love Final Fantasy VIII, and 9 is great too. I do want to save my game. And we're going to save it in 2 slots because PlayStation memory cards are a pain in the ass. Yeah, I've actually never played any past the original PlayStation era. Final Fantasy IX is my most recent Final Fantasy. But, yeah, I just... Okay. I don't have a PlayStation 2. That is a system I skipped. We're playing on my actual PlayStation right now. We may have a PlayStation 3, but I'm not sure if it is the backwards compatible version. Okay, yeah, I remember like certain versions of the PlayStation 3 had the backwards compatibility and certain ones didn't. But I could check the model, I suppose. But so far so good with this remake. Not sure I agree with all the changes they've made, but I'm a bit of a snob. Shouldn't be too long until we level up again anyway. We'll go beat on Garland and rescue that princess. Get out of here. I'm just gonna check. How close are they to leveling up? Pretty close. Bonk. Lots of gobos. Poor guys didn't stand a chance. Maybe we'll go rest at an inn and go somewhere a little more dangerous. Actually, we don't really need to rest at an inn yet. I have not. That's the one where you run an item shop, right? Yeah, well, too much of that is sometimes a bit hard for me to deal with. I am the guy who could never get into anime, so... But it's a great concept. And that was one of the first indie games to, like, really make it big. That and Braid. Take a break, guys. We'll pick up a couple extra spells for our mages. I absolutely will save my game. Well, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. Have a good night, Oprah. Okay, let's go somewhere a little more dangerous. We'll see if it's a mistake. Should be another forest here and a swamp where we can run into some tougher enemies. Not much tougher, but a little tougher. Some wolves and maybe some mad ponies. Yeah, there's a swamp there. See what we run into. More goblins. Just goblins, yeesh. Get out of here. Alright, let's go a little farther north. So that's the Temple of Chaos right there. We're practically at Garland. That'll do it. Come on, show us something different than goblins. I think we've seen one wolf. Oh, we got a goblin guard. Interesting. We're gonna use fire on him. Not so tough. But hopefully we get a little more experience and a little more gold. Tiny bit. Oh, skeletons. Excellent. Okay. Skeletons are not so tough, I guess. A little more variety is nice, though. People were going to start to think I had a weird thing about goblins. Three goblin guards. I'm going to use some white magic on Morty, I think. That's a little better. Back to perfect health. What are you doing away from your pals? Ooh. Gigas worm. Not sure I like the sound of that. Okay, they are tough. I believe these were creeps in the original, from the look of the art. Ah, that got us a level. All right. Let's head south and recover and get some more spells and maybe a couple potions. Never hurts to be prepared. Oh, now we run it. Okay. Crazy Horse. That makes more sense. They were Mad Ponies in the original. Oof. Tough guys. And back to goblins. Oh, almost there. One step away from being safe. And just to be 100% certain we're safe, since he's pretty close to biting it. And he was about to get hit too. Okay. How much money do we have? Oh, lots. Let's buy some more spells. Okay, we've got Dia. So that was harm in the original game. I think we're just gonna go with these two. Shield and blink. Some defensive spells. We don't need to hurt the undead with the white mage. We'll use the black mage for that. Now, what do we got here? We've got sleep and bolt. Yeah, so we want bolt for sure, so we can do some lightning damage. And we will use sleep, because that's going to be handy when we get to Provoca. Now let's hit that in. And save our game, and we'll be ready to go up and rescue the princess. We will definitely save our game in both our memory slots, in case one gets corrupted. Because they do on the PlayStation. And I guess this little memo slot is just a save spot that'll last until we power off the system. Okay, north. I'm gonna try not to pick too many fights on the way. So I'd like to be able to poke around the temple. And I may just rescue the princess first and then come back up. Just in case. Now in the original NES version, Temple of Chaos has some of my favorite music in the game. We'll see how they rendered it in this remake. Okay. I like it. I like it. Ooh. It's pretty good. Alright, let's rescue the princess. There's Garland. In exchange for the princess's life, all of Cornelia and his riches will be mine. That's a great tune. Well, we might stop you. Let's do this. Garland. And we're basically going to go all-out offensive on him. Do as much damage as quickly as possible is generally the best boss fight strategy. He's probably not going to last too long since we leveled up to 3 before getting here. Yeah. We probably could have handled him at level 2. Even 1 with this party. It's a pretty strong party makeup we chose at the beginning. Thank you for saving my life. I'm Sarah, Princess of Cornelia. Please come to the castle with me. I'm gonna do that. Oh, we're just gonna zip right there, I guess. Easy. My daughter is safe. I am forever in your debt. Lucan's prophecy is proven true. You must be the light warriors of whom he spoke. So I ask you to do what only the Light Warriors can. Rekindle the light of the crystals. Only then will the monsters infesting the world be banished and peace finally be restored. To aid your journey, I will build a bridge to the north. I'm afraid that is all I can do for you. You know, you're only a king. It's not like you've got money and weapons, but the bridge is alright. Bless the crystals. Sarah is praying for your safety. This loot has been passed down to the princesses of Cornelia for generations. Garland took it when he abducted me. Had you not come, he would surely have put it to some terrible use. I guess he's just really bad at the loot. Please accept it as my gift to you. It may prove useful. Alright. Maybe someday. Alright. Okay, now everyone's real happy with us, probably. We're forever grateful. Go talk to the queen, I guess. Tell her to stop moping. Cannot possibly thank you enough for saving Sarah's life. And what does the other princess say? You're welcome. All right. Oh, and they're going to build the bridge for us. Oh, we get a scene of them building it. All right. Wow, they're really going at it. Look at them go. Yeah, in the NES version, there's just a bridge when you leave the castle. Okay, good work. Nice job, gentlemen. Stronger than ever. Hooray! Okay. Save our game. And we will go up and loot all the treasure that's in the Temple of Chaos. Oh, I guess we're still kind of beat up from Garland. It'll be fine. Only Donnie's in less than perfect health. Northward. We'll cut down any goblin that gets in our way. I don't know what they've got against us. What do we got? Goblins? More goblins. Normally I would say I'm a goblin fan, but these guys are getting pretty annoying. Through the swamp. Through another forest. Alright. Almost through another forest. Deal with some skeletons first. Okay. So in the four corners of this temple are some rooms that have treasure in them. I think one of them is locked with the Mystic Key, so we won't be able to open it, but the others we should be good to do. Leather cap. We are going to immediately put that on our warrior Thoak. Raise his defense a little tiny bit more. He's at the head of the party, so he takes the most attacks. Ooh, a ghoul. Definitely tougher enemies in here than we're used to. Paralyzed. We're definitely going to use Cure on him. I think Paralyze goes away at the end of the fight. Whoops. Gerald, we need your magic. Okay. What else are we going to run into in here? All sorts of stuff. A warg wolf. That is our #1 threat. So we are going to go after him first. The others I'm not too worried about. But he's a tough guy. Server magic as long as we can. Okay, that's good. The rest of these guys should be pretty easy to take care of. Okay. I am going to cure Donnie again, because he got himself hurt. Last time, though. He's going to have to suck it up after this. Okay, we can get into this room. A tent, which will let us rest like we were at an inn when we're not at an inn. A potion, which will heal us a little bit if we use it. Ooh, lots of wolves. Oh, maybe we should get out of here. Might have bit off more than we could chew. Yeah, it's those mages who are pretty vulnerable. Now I think the room in the upper right. Get out of here. As I was saying, I think the room in the upper right is locked. Just going to use that potion I found. Donnie here. Oh yeah, we gotta get out of here. Keep moving, guys. There we go. Yeah, so this one is locked by the Mystic Key. Can we get to the lower one? Oh, this one's locked too. Okay. So we can leave. We got all the treasure. Good hit with that hammer. Just about there. Skeletons we can handle. Okay, back to town. Is actually a really great place to level up, but it's kind of inconvenient. Can't just immediately get back to town from there. So we'll cross the bridge after we heal up, which will be a better spot to kill some monsters and get some gold. Pow, pow, pow. How many more goblins have we got to kill? No, it's 16-bit graphics. This is the remake of an 8-bit game. How are you doing, Duke? More goblins. Yeah, work can have that effect on people. Come join me in a fantasy world. Where my actions can make a difference. It's amazing how therapeutic it is. We will save our game. And in more than one slot, because PlayStation memory cards are a pain in the butt. Ta-da! Good as new. Let's cross that bridge they built for us. If we don't have to kill 3 dozen goblins on the way. Well, Duke, we just rescued the princess from the clutches of the wicked knight Garland, and the king had this bridge built for us so that we can continue our quest to restore the 4 crystals there in the lower right. They're all dim right now, but we're going to restore them one by one. That's my goal. Yeah, the evil knight Garlic. No, Garland, which is also a really funny name. Okay, so here we get the opening credits. It's like it was in the NES version. Once you cross this bridge, you actually get the credits. And the famous Final Fantasy main theme that you hear in every single Final Fantasy game from here on. Yeah, you have to finish the opening sequence. This is just a taste, just the intro. You can do it in like 10 minutes if you build your party right, if you really want to do a speed run. Credits are actually very short in the original because, like, literally one guy did all the coding for the game. I'm not sure if they'll show me the credits in this version. It's probably too long. Nope, they're not going to do it. They're going to wait until the end. All right. So we're across the bridge now. And we're going to go north. We're going to meet the witch Matoya. She's super grumpy, but we're going to steal her stuff. And her magic brooms have important things to say. No, she's grumpy because she's blind. I'm out to save the world, Duke. Everyone's got to chip in. Don't worry, we'll fix it. The original Final Fantasy is like this giant scavenger hunt. And basically, we're going to get something for the witch, who's going to get us something for the elf king, who's going to get us something for the dwarves, who's going to get us something for the monks at Crescent Lake, and it just goes on and on and on and on. But Matoya is sort of the first step. And actually, to get the crystal for the witch from the elf king, we have to get a crown for a guy named Astus so that we can get... Yeah, what is it? No, we get the crystal from him, and it's... You'll see, it's very convoluted. Okay, an ogre and worms. Yeah, it's just a never-ending series of MacGuffins. Come on, guys, step it up. I like that the ogres are purple in this version. That's a nice touch. Ooh, they hit hard. Maybe this isn't worth the trip. Yeah, we need to get out of here. We're not gonna go see the witch right now. Tough enemies here. That actually helps. Working out makes me feel much less stressed. Oh, everyone leveled up. Oh, we're actually right at Matoya's cave, so we might as well go in. Great music here, too. Magic brooms. Start and circle is what he says backwards. So that's how we're going to see the world map, is what it is. Uh-oh. The crystal eye, the crystal eye. She keeps running into stuff. She can't see a thing without the crystal eye. Who on earth stole it away from me? Yeah, she wants us to get her crystal eye. Got a potion. What does this broom say? Start and circle. Okay. Got a potion. Got an antidote for when we get poisoned. Looks like that's all we can get from here. But we'll test out start and circle when we get outside. How does it even work? There we go. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, the map's much more useful in this version. Okay, so that's where we are right now. We want to go over here to this town called Provoca. So we're going to head south. Hopefully we won't run into any ogres. Well, you definitely run into different enemies than you did in the earlier version. Which is nice. It means I don't know quite what to expect everywhere I go. Oh no, more goblins. Their rusty knives. What we're passing by here is a port. When we get a ship later on, we'll be able to dock it there. Okay, back to Cornelia. To rest at an inn. And then we'll head over to Provoca in the east. Okay. Let us rest, please. Wonder if we're going to have enough gold to buy some new equipment when we get to the new town. Which, if memory serves, has been taken over by pirates. Alright. Cross the bridge and then head east this time. See what we run into. Worms. See, I like their name in the original NES version a lot better. They were just creeps. They hit awfully hard. Man. Good experience, though. Okay. Almost there. Ooh, ouch. I think I'm gonna fry one of these guys because I believe they are weak to fire. Yep. They don't like that. And Provoca is just around the corner here. There it is. Wolves. Easy, fellas. You should cure Donnie. Excellent. And that takes care of them. Almost. Almost made it. Crazy horses. You should definitely... Actually, you're okay. See if we can send any of these guys to sleep. Luck? Nope, none of them fell asleep. Wasted turn. Provoca. They're here again. Hopefully he's not talking about us. The pirates came and sacked Provoca. Wish they'd go back out to the Aldean Sea. Okay, step 1. Get ourselves healed. Then we'll figure out this pirate situation. I say we buy some new equipment and then try and beat them up. That is my cunning plan. Believe equipment shops are over here. Yeah, we got weapons over here. Okay. We're gonna imp him the broadsword. I believe the battle axe can do slightly more damage, but the broadsword is more likely to hit. I'm gonna get one of those. No one else has any weapon upgrades to get. So, let's replace that rapier with a broadsword. What a shame. Rapier's a great weapon. And we'll sell the rapier. Looks like the black magic shop. We definitely want to get steel. What does that do? Oh, raises attack. I'm gonna teach Morty ice. We're gonna be just about out of money when we teach Gerald a spell. Cures darkness, prevents foes from casting spells, reduces lightning by 50%, raises evasion by 40 points. Well, 9 of these are good choices right now. So we're going to see if we can get some better armor. Oh yeah, they're the pirates. Where's the item shop? Over here. Armor. Okay, can't afford steel plate, which would be great. But we can get him a leather shield. And they could all use gloves. So let's equip that stuff. Whoops, wrong button. What does optimize do? Okay, it just gives me the best stuff. Cool. Oh, that's way easier. Later, the choices get a little more complicated. There's not one best choice for everyone, but for now, that'll do. Let's see if we can beat up these pirates without leveling up. What are you looking at? Say, I don't think you know who you're talking to. Fellers, teach these guys how to respect the great pirate Bicky. Bikey? Now we're gonna fight 9 pirates. Sleep in the original works really well on pirates, so we are going to see if we can send them to sleep. It worked! We sent every single one of them to sleep. How embarrassing for these pirates. Oh, they're starting to wake up, though. That pirate captain must be so embarrassed right now. I don't think they even touched us. We won't do no bad from now on. Here, take my ship. I will. So now we have a ship. No bad deeds anymore, no sir, really. Alright, now all the villagers are out. Thank you for teaching them a lesson. Those rogues no longer threaten us. Excellent. Do I have... I still don't have enough money to get that good armor. Let's talk to everyone. I hear there's a land of elves far across the sea where its prince has fallen under a curse. You hear correctly. We thank you for teaching them a lesson. Anyone else hiding down here? Nope. Ships can only dock at a port, and there are no ports further north. It's true, there are no ports on the northern continents. I wonder how we'll get there. Thank you for teaching them a lesson. What does old guy over here say? I fled here from Melmond, a town far to the west. What a horrible sight that was. The earth rotting and monsters attacking as soon as night fell. Please help us. Probably will. The sea is full of horrible creatures. Better be careful. I will. We are going to rest at the inn again. Recover all our spell points. I'm not sure if you've been paying attention when I use spells, but on every level of spell that we have a certain number of uses. So I know 3 level 1 white magic spells, but I can only cast a level 1 white magic spell 4 times before I'm out of juice, is how it works. I'll show you the slot. Hang on. Yeah, so you can see 4 out of 4, 2 out of 2. That's how many times we can cast a spell at that level before we need to rest. Let's check out the sea. Gotta test out our new boat. And we're just gonna sail around looking for fights because this is a great way to level up right now. We can go back to Cornelia because it has a port. Ooh, sharks. I don't know how the sharks get us in the boat, but they do. They do hit really hard, wow. Get out of here, man. Yeah, we're just gonna sail around looking for trouble. Ooh. Gogglers and Sahagins. Sahagins? I'm not sure how you're supposed to say that. Oh, looks like I blocked with my shield. Okay. Bolt works really great on water-based enemies. So that's what we're going to use a whole bunch. Can't wait for my monk to get a little better. Eventually he won't need a weapon. He'll be better without. Get out of here, man. Yeah. Pow. Let's just take care of that guy who keeps trying to paralyze us. Did succeed in paralyzing. Poor folk. Snap out of it, Thoke. You're the only powerhouse we've got right now. I got a couple more bolt spells in me. Pow. You're trying. I have not. It's sort of what I was led to believe life at sea was like when I was a kid. Just constantly getting attacked by sharks. Okay, we gotta go straight to an inn. Yep. Yeah, the ocean's just a bad place. Thankfully, all the sharks have money on them, so it's worth fighting them. How much money do I have? Do I have enough to upgrade Thoke's armor? I do. So we should sail back to Provoca. Oh no, what'll it be this time? Another shark. Yeah. Sharks carry 66 gold. Whoops. Just want to buy some armor, folks. Okay. Get out of the way. Armor Man, what do you got for me? Steel plate, yes please. We'll sell you the old one once I'm not wearing it anymore. Oh yeah, that's much better. Sell you that. Is he behaving himself? Alright. Excuse me. Thank you. I would like to rest. Because sailing is really dangerous. Okay. Now let's make some more money. We got some more spells to learn. I wonder... Guarantee it's fixed, but we should go on a tourist journey. There was a section... Whoops. There was a section of land... Excuse me. There's a section of land in the NES version over this way that had monsters way tougher than are supposed to appear in this particular area. It's at the tip of this peninsula. And I'll show you why that happens. Okay. That's a lot of wolves. But keep attacking Thoke, because he's got good armor. Yeah, Thoke is definitely the one you're after, folks. Come on, you can get up there. Just gonna get our butts kicked. Let's try ice. Okay. Oof, terrible luck. So we built a pretty standard party, not cheesing it and also not creating a giant challenge for ourselves. We have a warrior on top, a monk, a white mage, and a black mage. The white mage and the black mage are pretty self-explanatory. They have access to all the white magic spells and all the black magic spells in the game. The warrior... Oh, Donnie, come on. The warrior is basically the most powerful physical combatant in the game in terms of he can wear the best armor, he can use the best weapons. So it's very tough and does a lot of damage. The monk gets a lot of hit points, and later he'll actually be really good without using a weapon at all. But right now, he just kind of stinks. Well, they definitely preserved the NES game's difficulty level. This is great. Everything is dangerous. Oh, we leveled up. He is a bit of a late bloomer. Like level 10 late in the original. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same in this version. But when we get to level 10, we're going to throw away his nunchucks, and it's just going to be amazing. Oh, shoot, we're in trouble now. Yep. These guys might do us in, actually. Got 2 guys paralyzed and 1 guy dead. I delved too deep. Tried to go too far. Yeah, we're toast. Oh, well. We'll see if we can make it. First party wipe in the first session. Now we're just going to sit here and take it because my last 2 guys are paralyzed. It's going to take forever because Thok's armor is great. Yeah. Yeah, they're having trouble hurting him, but he's paralyzed. Okay, okay. Let's see. I'm going to raise my evasion. Hopefully that'll help me survive a little longer. What else? Yeah, we're gonna raise our defense too. If Thok would just get unparalyzed, we'd be good. Okay, Thok. He's paralyzed again. Slow and painful. Let's see, we got a potion we can give to Thok. Thok can clear him, but he's got to actually be able to move. Get up, man. I feel like we can do this. Eventually, we're gonna kill that one guy. Maybe. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's just gonna be slow and painful, maybe. Not gonna run away. I want to see if we can do it. Goodbye, Thok. So paralyzed is really bad. We're going to get items later on that will prevent it from happening, but early in the game it's super bad when it happens. Very sad, very sad. Okay. It's like it never happened. So we're going to swim around for a while first, because clearly we're not ready to go visit that spot I was going to try and show you. But we can beat on sharks for a little while. Take that. Take the shark's money. Now Donnie... he's got an attack of 16. What happens if I get rid of the nunchucks? Okay, he's not quite ready for that yet. Soon. Like I said, it's level 10 in the original. Go down to Cornelia because the inn is closer there. Bonk. Okay, everyone's back to the level they were before. It is grinding time. There are a few key grinding points in this game, at least in the NES version, and we're kind of at one of them. Not just for experience, but for money. Equipment is very, very expensive in this game. And we have a warrior, which means we're going to be needing the most expensive equipment there is. Spells are very expensive to learn. Hey, how are you doing? You're just about done. My first stream after Extra Life. Playing some Final Fantasy Origins. And we've been beating up sharks and getting beaten up by zombies. Let's see if we can make it down to Elfland, maybe. Okay, so there's Elfland. Ah, these guys. Two save files because the original PlayStation's memory cards are ridiculously unreliable. And I have scarred into my memory bad experiences from being a kid and losing save files that I had countless hours devoted to. It's not good. So I always save in 2 slots. And after this is done, I'll even back them up to my PC. I have a little device called a Dex drive that can read the original PlayStation memory cards. Maybe I should talk about my PlayStation trauma. So this is Elfland. Ooh. This is not great, guys. These are very tough enemies for the level we're at. Donnie needs some healing. Okay, so Thoke is starting to hit more than once, which is good. As the characters progress in level, they gain more attacks, depending on their class, and the warrior gets lots of attacks soon. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Not bad. This may be the new place to level up our characters. Oh, they're calling it Elfheim now. It's called Elfland in the original. Oh, and they actually look like elves. Okay. Please help our prince. Well, first we need to rest. $100 a night. That is ridiculous. There isn't even a door on our room. There's our 2 save slots. And we are at the end of my 2 hours. So thank you everyone for joining me. This has been Final Fantasy Origins. I am playing the Final Fantasy 1 remake that's part of the collection. There's actually 2 games on the disc. Final Fantasy 2 is also on it. I am playing it on an actual PlayStation, which is pretty cool. I've got my old PlayStation that I used my summer money to buy back when I was, I don't know, 12 or 13. It still works. I got it all hooked up, and that's what we're playing this on. I have never played any of the remake versions of Final Fantasy 1. I've only ever played the original NES version. This one seems pretty faithful. It's just as hard as the original, which has been fun. We've had 1 party wipe so far in the 2 hours I've been playing. We'll see how it goes next time, but we've made it all the way to Elfland, and we're going to hopefully wake up their prince. Yeah, they never seem to stay still. They're just always... But thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. This has been a lot of fun, and I'll probably be doing this on Wednesdays for the foreseeable future. So tune in next time. You have a good night too, Duke. Have a good night, Amazon. And have a good night, anyone else who's just lurking in the chat and not saying anything. Pipe up next time. It'd be nice to hear from you. Have a good night, all.